Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Outrageous. And it is outrageous, my friends. It's absolutely outrageous. I am here with another live stream. How are we? I am fantastic and I am doing really well. Quack. Moo, if you will. What is going on? What is going on? How are you all? Tell me how you are. I am great. I'm not that great. I forgot to take poison last night, so I'm taking it tonight instead, so that's something to look forward to. Yet, I have had a headache all day. And when I went to the fucking shop, which I go to every day for a wrap or a sandwich or basically just my lunch, the lady behind the counter said, "Richard, you look terrible." And I was like, "The fuck?" Which was weird. So apparently I look terrible. I don't feel too great. I won't lie to you. I feel a bit weird. But I had a slice of cheesecake, which, yikes. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't partake of the old cheesecake. I don't know. Hard to pass up cheesecake. This was a mint Aero. I don't know if you have Aeros in America, but this was a mint Aero cheesecake, which is pretty unusual thing. It was nice. But I don't think I can eat cheesecake anymore. Me insides are saying, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe another time. Or maybe never. Stop that cheesecake buffoonery, Rich Mitch. That's what my insides was saying. Excuse me. What is quacking? Welcome, Paroli, Scent Reaper, Steph's, Lane, Dushan, Tripler, Steph's, DJ. I'll say pie, but very specific pie. Eugene would say cherry pie. I'm not sure what kind of pie is my favourite. I like corned beef pie, because I'm rustic that way. Corned beef pie is nice. Blackberry and apple, that's nice. Need to wash that cake down with a couple of gallons of water, and so I have. Today I went to the shop and picked up 7 5-litre bottles of water. That's a lot. That's about 1.5 gallons of your American water. So, wow. Poontang, says Scent Reaper. Gooseberry pie. Gooseberry's got that little tang in it, hasn't it? A bit of a twang in there. Gives you a little bit of a woo. It's the only way to describe it. If you look under the dictionary of woo, you'll get a gooseberry pie. Welcome, Fleet Street Barber. Hello. What is my scent of the day? My scent of the day, I shall show you. Banana cream is number 1. Ooh, banana. I like bananas. Do you know, if you eat a banana at different stages of ripeness, you get different nutrition from it. Because they're very high in fiber when they're green, and then they're very high in sugar when they're brown. Very interesting is the old banana. And they grow upside down. Anyway, My scent of the day was a classic of the genre. It's a classic. This is Smalto Pohom. Look at the fucking dent I've put in that. Massive. There's only about a third of a bottle left. Like, there's only about 30 ml left. Did you get those Healy samples? Certainly did. They eventually arrived, so that was pretty nice. The day before they arrived, I actually sent Healy a message saying, where the fuck's me samples? And then the next day, they arrived. And then they never got back to us. So, I don't know if they know they've arrived. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Hair pie. Welcome, Bob. Paroli is wearing eau de basilic Beaupré. Banana pudding, banana cream pie, banana bread. Banana bread's nice. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Sandra. Keep your expectations in check. Not all good, Healy. Yes. Yes. Heading to Italy next month. Do chances tripless. Santa Maria Novella. Here I come. Check my spam folder. I give you my... Scent Reaper is wearing Feeling Agile, which he did a video on today, which I will watch later. I will watch that a bit later, my friends. Oh, excuse me. Peau d'Espagne, somebody's mentioned. I haven't worn Peau d'Espagne this year. I think I'm going to save it for the spring. It's much more like soapy than I thought it was going to be. Much more soapy than I thought it was going to be. So, that was weird. Dude, this fragrance is divine, not sure, but I'm chasing an Aqua de Cuba. Hope they still have a drop. Smells like sticky pine tree sap. Yes, that's what I get from it. Fragrance enthusiast says, thoughts on Hermes Eau Givre? What was I? I was not impressed with the turf flankers, apart from the vetiver. I thought the vetiver was nice, but I wasn't a big fan of the other flankers. Eau Givre, I would just rather stick with the original. Like, get the eau de toilette for refreshing fragrance. Get the perfume, or the parfum, sorry, for something a bit richer and a bit thicker. The new Hermes is shit, says DJ. I haven't smelled it yet, but I'd like to. Triplet, I'm waiting 2 bottles of Knisa 10 Gold Edition from Vienna. Ramsey will like one of them. I've got to try Knisa 10, says Lynn. Yeah, it's really good. Love it, says Tripler. Welcome, Bjorn. The thumbnail is nice. It is Richie G's cats. Richie G and Laura G's cats are the thumbnail often. Max and Lion. Oh, I don't really have a theme or a topic to talk about tonight. Just bullshitting, really. Oh, this Smalto is so fucking good. I love it. I absolutely love it. A fantastic fragrance. I remember when I first got this. It's so smoky leather, lavender, sage, really good stuff. Generic rosewood money grab from the new Hermes. Yeah, that's, I kind of feared that, like. I mean, 10 years after the fact as well, you know. Like, 10 years after it was popular. They've come out with one because Elena swore that he would never do one. For the topic, let's talk about love. Oof. Oof. Unless you mean talk about how much I love fragrance. No. Howdy, Deluxe Lex. Senator says, Turtle Hermes EDT is my favourite. It has the more noticeable flint mineral note in it from the line. Yeah, there's always one fragrance that bucks the trend. I'm not a mineralic, ozonic kind of fan, you know, that kind of metallic, mineralic, twang kind of thing. But I really like Turtle Hermes, and I like it in there. I like it in Himalaya as well, actually. Just sprayed on Dior Homme Original to unwind. Welcome Carnival Tribute. Someone landed an 80s Curderisi this week. EDP is going up for sale. Ooh. Nice. The 80s version's immense. I've got it. It's really, really good. Like, I wear it sparingly. It's that gold banner on the neck that makes it vintage. I think so. Yes, there was two different versions. There was one with the where there was like multiple bands, rings, and then there was one where it's like a smooth band, and that's the one I've got, the smooth band. I think it also might be a little bit more complicated than that. There was something to do with the producers of the fragrance. Where it was made, but I think it as a general rule of thumb, yeah, right. Welcome, Steph's Prodibus here. Isn't Fahrenheit like that? Isn't Fahrenheit like what? Welcome, MJ. You were wearing Muscovy Jewel. Justin Stradling, sorry. Welcome. Think you've tried Nikolai New York Intense. What's your opinion of it? I wasn't a fan of the Nikolais. I just thought they were all a bit powdery and like unnecessarily so. Like there was a powdery note like in everything, and I was like, why is that there? It's just, it doesn't belong here. It's like an imposter, you know? Rich Mitch? Eugene even, not Rich Mitch. I'm Rich Mitch. Who the hell am I talking to? How do you feel about Ganymede? Not great, if I'm honest. Not great. I appreciate the artistry, but I think the actual fragrance itself is a bit gross, and I say a bit. I think it's very gross. It's not something I would ever wear, but apparently it sells like hotcakes. Louis Anthony Reyes, welcome. What's up, Rich? Today, a new policy at work prohibited to put fragrance. I was laughing because there is 2 people sensitive from 25. I put fragrance under my shirt, but I'm fucking mad. I would be mad as well. Swines. Absolute swines. What's your favourite aquatic fragrance, says Bjorn? Oh. Ambra Supreme by Les Indomptables. Could be Ambra Supreme. That's pretty aquatic. Lex says, I initially liked Ganymede, even though it didn't smell natural, but then gave it away since I'd rather wear one of the other 160 fragrances in my collection that smell more natural. Yeah, it doesn't smell like a naturally occurring, like, smell, does it? You know? Or even a combination of natural occurring smells. It smells like some kind of factory produced, highly refined, and I mean refined as in like industrially refined chemicals. You know what I mean? Like some synthetic processes have gone on there. You know, like a foundry or something like that. Excuse me whilst I Everyone talking about Gucci Guilty absolutely this week, and rightly so, says Tripler. Yes, I saw Derek's video. Fahrenheit is super ozonic to me. The violet leaf has a perfect balance of watery, ozonic, and powderiness. Doesn't lean too much one way or the other. The Fahrenheit is super ozonic to me. Not the other. I think the violet leaf for me gives off that kind of the mirage on the horizon on a hot day kind of vibe, you know? That's the kind of vibe it gives off, like this heat, this watery heat kind of thing, like humidity, you know? Like a burning kind of sensation. I will wear some Duchefort tomorrow, says Dusan. Arabic fragrances are getting even more popular. They're welcome to them. Got my sample pack from you, Eugene. Loving it, says Tripler. Ace of Souls, welcome to you. Goonie Mood is fascinating, says Pradeep. Yuck. Goon Satin Mood, says Bob. I saw your sampling of the Eldo fragrances. Did you end up getting a bottle of Fat Electrician? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I got a bottle of Fat Electrician, and I shall be wearing it during the spring. Maybe the autumn as well. I don't know. Semi-modern vetiver. A little bit creamy, a little bit fresh, a little bit nutty. Fantastic fragrance, in my opinion. Oh. Eugene, try the Bulgari Le Gem line. I think it could be your thing, says Spaced Out. Nice, I love that fragrance. Threw on some amber cologne after Ram's vid. Exceptional ambergris frag, you mean, and well balanced with the citruses. They're not massively my thing. Any recommendation looking for animalic fragrances, says Bjorn. Lancetti Uomo, that's a very animalic fragrance. I'm not big on the old animalics, you know? There's a lot of people who enjoy animalic fragrances. I would have said Cuir de Russie, but it's not that animalic anymore. There are lots of different kinds of animalic. Musk's Kublai Khan. Musk's Kublai Khan is a very animalic fragrance, but it also smells like fucking decomposing turds. Yeah, I don't have too many animalic fragrances, to be honest. They're just not my thing. Did you try New Look already, Rich? No, I haven't been in. I haven't tried it at all. Carl Scholz is wearing Tactics by Shiseido. I've seen that around. I was going to buy it, and then I just didn't. I am enjoying Elogie du Tratre and Archive 69 from Aldo. Fantastic experience. Leave a comment below, says Pradeep. Third day of cold. Lost my smell yesterday for a few hours, says Spaced Out. Oh no. MKK is super tame, says DJ. DJ will have some good animalic recommendations, I would have thought. Did you try New Look already, Rich? No, not yet. Sorry, I've already answered that, but it bears repeating. What? You don't like smelling like a beaver's anal glands? Outrage. I like castoreum when it's leathery. You know, like in Knisa 10. I can list some. Just let me finish this video game. What you playing, mate? I'm not a fan of animalic fragrances either. Castoreum is one of my least favourite notes. It's got to be done in a certain way for me. I can't be dealing with foolishness where it smells like fucking shit or that kind of thing. Deep Rock Galactic. Let me finish this video again. Welcome, Pat Lester. Ambra Supreme. Oh, I just mentioned Ambra Supreme earlier. You want animalics? Go to the dog and sniff a dog's arse. Go to the dog? Go to the park and sniff a dog's arse. Oof. There'll be havoc if you do that. Because people will have to see you. At least if you don't go to the park, people won't see you boffing dogs' butts. You get arrested for that kind of thing. Just walk by a skunk. Ooh, scary. If I met a woman who was into animalics, I might propose instantly, says Tripler. Castorium is the only butt juice I like, says Jones. What's with Marlowe? Apparently unnecessarily animalic. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Brooke has got some Marlowe's on St. Celia, and she does samples. So if you go onto the St. Celia website, I think she'll sample some for you. And she ships around the world. Wearing OG Koros today. Still can't handle the Castorium up close, makes me gag. Yeah, I intend to wear some Koros in the spring. I intend to bring it back. I intend to try and wear it. I like animalic, but not too much. I hate too much, says Spaced Out. Yeah. Molly was worth trying. The latest one is quite mediocre, says DJ. But other three quite solid. Still baby's first animalic space. Probably Molly was the best poet in England before Shakespeare, says Duchamp. Gucci Guilty Absolute is a bit animalic to me. I don't get that. I get cleansed with fire. Maybe. Bloody interesting fragrance. Like, it's fantastic. It has been getting a lot of love this week. I think somebody mentioned it in the chat before. Derek did a review of it, and I was interested to learn about the history. I like watching the videos for that kind of thing. And he said there were 3 different types of patchouli extract in it, which I find quite interesting too. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Some saying less exclusives are animalic. Oof. Not for me. Koros reminds me of going to the restroom at a sports event. I definitely think it's got restroom vibes. I think it's got working men's club, urinal cake kind of vibe. Eris Marbert is far down animalic I'm willing to go, says. Is as far down animalic as I'm willing to go, says Paroli. I get that. I just think if you're going to get Marbert, you might as well get vintage Koros. You know? Quite expensive Marbert, and you can get twice as much juice for the same price if you get a vintage Koros. And frankly, I think vintage Koros is a better fragrance. Like, oh, I've got an itchy hoof. Like you love animals, but not unwashed. Quite. I don't get animalics from Gucci Guilty Absolute either. It's quite tame for me. I think that I don't get that. I get this kind of cleansed, like, it reminds me of Rien. Like, these fragrances have a lot of in common for me. And maybe not, oh, fucking hell, Rien gets me right between the eyes. It's like being shot right between the fucking eyes. Just a little bit up, you know? And right between the fucking eyes. Shakespeare. I can't wait to wear my Koros cologne. Sports, says Paroli. I hate top 10 videos, but Jeremy's original top 10 complimented as iconic to me. He had life in his eyes. Fucking hell. He's in a bad way. Just put the powder down, mate. Pep also did multiple days of Gucci Guilty Absolute this week. Salutations, welcome Divine. Finished studying German for the night. 29 days to do 2,000 words. That's like 50% of the deck that I have. Good grief. Oud Wood Parfum has an animalic smell too, says Bjorn. I saw Sebastian's video today. He has smelled it. He has sampled it. As I would like to do too. I have no scent of the days. I've been sick for a couple of days. Hitting the gym early tomorrow though, since I'm largely fine now, says Divine. Okay. Welcome, perfume snobs. I'm texting some people to get a made in the UK Gucci Guilty Absolute to finally put to rest my suspicions that the juice is different from the made in Spain. I would like to hear your thoughts on that. Rienne is a lot better. Chorus reminds me of a muscle relaxing spray. Interesting. Maria's got the call from Tom Ford for Gucci Guilty Absolute. I can imagine Tom Ford releasing Gucci Guilty Absolute. Hard to sell of Rihanna, but like it but never wore it. Smells a lot like Riot Fire. That's an interesting one, yes. I can see the vibe, but for me, I can wear pretty easy Gucci Guilty Absolute, and Rihanna's more difficult scent to use. Yes, I would agree with that. Absolutely, it's very difficult to wear, but it's a worthy wear. It's very worthwhile, and it's very interesting, and it's very kind of challenging and rewarding. To be honest, Aqua di Gio. What? Is Gucci Guilty Absolute Maria's best creation? No. I don't think it is. You've got to remember some of the stuff he's made over the years is I mean, there's so many perfumes to his name. Gucci Guilty Absolute is up there. It's probably my favourite, or it's one of them, but he did Mugler Cologne. He did Original Vetiver by Creed. He did Aqua di Gio, which is one of the biggest fragrances ever. Like, it's insanely massive. I know that it's kind of become a meme, but to become a meme, it's like the stages of grief. To become a meme, you must go through all these other stages. And Aqua di Gio has stood up to that scrutiny all this time. You know? And there are others which just aren't coming to mind. But Pradeep's probably right, like... Sorry, not Oud Wood Parfum. I meant to say the Intense version. Oh. The Intense version had nothing to do with the original. It was mental. Sorry, I've got this motherfucking dry cough. Honestly, I could stand an intense or more animalic version of Gucci Guilty Absolute, says Jonathan. Jonathan is a fucking braver man than I. Good Lord. The mere prospect, the thought shivers down my spine, tingles up my nose, piss down my leg. Someone smelled a fragrance before Pradeep? Nonsense. Yeah, I don't believe that at all. Yes, Baroli's spot on. That can't be true. It flies in the face of everything that I know. I like Killian Dark Lord as a sequel to Gucci Guilty Absolute. Maybe the best Killian. I like what's the one I like? What is the one I like? It's the nutty kind of, it's not Dark Lord, it's Phantom Lord. Is it Phantom Lord? The one with the skull on the box? I forget. He has some enamel wash. Aqua di Gio was the Joe Savage of the 90s. Yes, he'd be bigger. To be honest with you, mate, it was Black Phantom. Yes, it was. Correct. Thank you, lads. Yes, of course. Phantom Lord's a fucking Metallica song. What am I talking about? Good grief. It's a good Metallica song as well. I know you're an Alec Monado fan. Have you tried Boss Bottled Parfum? No, but she did the original, didn't she? She did the Boss Bottled. She did the Boss Bottled, and I'm telling you, even the vintage of that wasn't good performance. You could get a rare, deep, original. You get a day one bottle of that, and it would last 2 hours on your skin. I remember complaining bitterly, and other friends of mine complaining bitterly about that. What about Kurjan? My favourite of his is Narciso Rodriguez for men, ADT. Kurjan's best work? Au Noir? If I'm being subjective, probably Au Noir. Objectively, could be fucking one of a few. I mean, Lamar changed the world. It was one of those things where it was the right fragrance at the right time in the right place. Baccarat Rouge, I mean, he's done it more than once. That's the thing. He's done that kind of thing more than once. He's revolutionized fragrance. Some perfumers don't do that once. He's done it like 3 times. I'm trying to remember the other fragrance. There was Baccarat Rouge, there was Le Male, and there's another one. Black Phantom. Doc, your dentist must have singed a few nose hairs on your visit. You're a braver man than I. I've got to go back. Had a little bit of redness on my gums. And she was like, "Oh, I don't like that." And I was like, "I don't like that either." But I haven't been able to take poison for a while. So what I reckon is it could be my immune system just being like, hey, we're free. You know, and it's attacking me. It's attacking me gums. It's known to lash out at different parts of his so. I'm going to take poison tonight, and we will see. We will see what happens. Hopefully, it goes down. Black Phantom is a nice gourmand. I like Gold Knight and Back to Black tons, but own Black Phantom, Intoxicated, Apple Brandy, Angel Share, and Smoking Hot. Need to get those first 2. Bloody expensive. Do you buy the refills? That's a good way to get Killian's, bollocks to the bottles. You're paying fucking twice the price for the bottles. Just get the refills. And then just buy an atomizer, unless you are one of those people, frankly, a bit like me, who has to have the bottle. Nick Walker says, is Montfresh worth a purchase? I think it's worth the purchase. Is it blind buy safe? I will never tell you to blind buy something. All right, sample it. Try it first, Nick Walker. You can get samples easy peasy. If you go to Les Santas, they will do samples. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Every time I go to the border to Mexico, I always found Gucci guilty. Absolutely. Maybe I should pick up a few bottles, says Louis. Well, there's a lot of and ahhing about whether it's discontinued, isn't there? Some people say it is, some people say it isn't, and then sometimes you'll see it on the stands, and then sometimes you won't see it on the stands. I always think a good way to be able to tell is to check the website. Samples take forever, and I can never get a Les Santas because of timings. Just order some, and they'll send you to them. And just be at peace. Try and relax. There's no rush. It's not being discontinued. There's not a limited supply. I'm not going to tell you to blind buy it, just because I love it. You have to look. I would always advocate that you look after your money, That's the system we live under. It's a money situation, Take care of yourself and your money. Don't just fucking spend it because some random tit on the internet tells you to. And especially if they've got a link. Seen all those videos come out today. All the different influencers. Which one is it this time? Joma Shop? Wow! There's a fucking, 40, 50, 60, 70% sale at Joma Shop. Use my link. Fuck off. They put their prices up before they have the sales on, so it makes the fucking... They're fucking full of bollocks. Fuck them. Tell me what to do. Fucking bellends. People spending your fucking money for you. Look after yourself. Jesus. Cheap Viagra too, says Tripler. What? Where's this? Where's this? Asking for a friend? Eau de Gio is the only fragrance that doesn't get called outdated. Do you know what it is? I don't think that it's. This has been said a few times. I've heard the Fragrance Apprentice say this before as well. There is never a bad time to smell fresh and clean. Like the Italians, it's like this is all Fragrance Apprentice. Like, what did he do? Well, when somebody puts it into words, he articulated this very well. And I've thought this as well. There is never a bad time to smell clean. Genuinely, the women love it. Literally, like, if you're into that kind of thing, just buy something that smells quality, fresh and clean. Cologne aficionado. But smell it first, because if you don't like it, you're a Burke for spending your money based on the... you're a Burke for spending that much money based on what someone on the internet says. I would encourage you to sample it. That's what I encourage people to do. Ciel de Gum could be Coeur de Jean. I really like Ciel de Gum. Ciel de Gums. Ciel's gums. Fishy. I spray my room with Elizabeth Arden green tea, another Coeur de Jean. That's actually really nice. Them teas are really nice. Is that white tea? There's a few of those teas, isn't there? They are actually very nice. Just the performance is grinding poverty. I think the idea of Baccarat Rouge is brilliant to capture a red crystal in scent form. The idea of that's very good. I just think the execution's rotten. What do you mean by take poison? I take methotrexate once a week, and it is a chemotherapy drug. I say poison rather than chemotherapy because as soon as you say chemotherapy, everybody assumes cancer. I don't have cancer. I don't have cancer at all, hopefully. God, touch wood. But what it does is it helps to suppress your immune system. I have an autoimmune disease. My immune system attacks me. Treacherous swines. So I take 2 medications a week. I take a biologic called etanercept on a Monday, and I take methotrexate, what I call poison, on a Thursday usually. But I forgot yesterday because I haven't taken it for a while because obviously I've been unwell. But it is indeed a chemotherapy drug. It is a disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drug. A DMARD. Fucking cure's worse than the fucking disease. Actually, that's not true. Just the fucking side effects can be a bit rough sometimes. I've taken an antiemetic, so I don't feel like shit tonight. Is Montfresh worth a purchase? Is it blind buy safe? I've dealt with that. I got full bottles, but I bought most of them retail before all the price hikes. I paid $160 for my Angel share and apple brandy. Now they're $220. My Black Phantom intoxicated were $180. Now they're $2. Oh, fuck me. The best time to buy fragrances is now, especially at retail, because the prices are only ever going to go up. So if you're waiting to try and find a good deal, in general, I'm not talking to Divine here specifically, but just this is a bit of advice. Like, the best time to buy a fragrance would be now. That doesn't mean to say rush out and get it now. Try it first. Make sure you like it. Make sure it's the one you want. But be aware that perfume prices don't go down anymore. I think Ashton did a video this week about perfumes that used to be really cheap, but now they're really fucking expensive. And I thought that's a really, really good fucking... that's a really good idea for a video. I thought that was a fucking... because it just shows you the fucking... it just shows you the state of shit that we've got ourselves into. I'll stand back at Roosh, such a bitchy smell. Heck, even Ariana Grande Cloud, which is a cologne, is even more annoying. Synthetic mess. It's very, very. What is it? That stuff that you get at the fair, the pop, not the fucking pop, cotton candy. Cotton candy. Got that kind of just fucking like something straight out of like a neon nightmare. You know, samples take forever. I love to find an empty bottle, then I'd be fine buying refills, but other than that, I need my bottles because I want to come into this space myself. Quite. How's the longevity and projection on Gucci Guilty Absolute for you? Brilliant. Never got into Killian's. No, I liked Killian's when I first discovered them. I was like, ooh, this is interesting, this is nice, this is good. You know? And I saw the prices and I was like, ooh, I'll wait to find a better deal, That day never came. And then I found a lot of other fragrances that I really liked more, you know. I've never smelled a Killian, says Paroli. Good Lord. Helia is one of the best sample program out there. Take advantage of it, says Paroli. Didn't like Le Mans 2003, but all round did very much, you know what I mean? So I didn't waste the purchase. Try another 13. It's the blueprint for Baccarat Rouge. Is it? I try not to smell the Le Larbos if I can help it. I'm going back to Eldo and Comme de Gosse on these Nouveau niche brands. There's Nouveau niche brands, and the price bumps are insanity. What they're doing with the prices at the minute is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It's outrageous. Vote with your fucking dollar, pound, euro, peso, fucking anything, whatever your currency is. Vote with your wallet. Or your purse. Don't fucking pay that shit. Don't fucking encourage them or reward them with money. George's last vid was stellar, one of his best. Yes. It's a shame he'll be gone for a while, but he'll be back. And when he comes back, it'll be all the sweeter. Any thoughts on MFK Oud Satin Mood? I quite like the Oud Satin Mood, actually. I rarely wear it. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow. I quite like it, but yes, it's a lot of fragrance. A little bit of this goes a long way. You know? Woof. That is potent stuff. 1, 2, 3 sprays. That 3 if you're adventurous. You know? If you're feeling like a bit of a rascal. I was on chemotherapy for 4 years too for an autoimmune disease resembling cancer, but not cancer, but pretty destructive too. Yeah, I feel you, mate. I'm on 2 immunosuppressants, like. It's not fun. I've had 2 chest infections already this year. The date is the 16th of February. So in the first 5 weeks of 2024, I had 2 chest infections. Because obviously my immune system's shit. Well, it's been suppressed, so... It's fucking crazy, like. The best time to buy fragrances was 4 years. Yes, that's right. That is right. Before the just around or before the pandemic, yes. Absolutely. San Marco Bond T. The first 3 Marlous, Marbet, Mos Tonkin, Hindi Oud Nasha, Al Harim, Oud Infini, Ilulilud, Iludilud, Dans Lascive. Brenzies really came to my help this week. My insurance dropped me for no reason and they took care of the bill. I don't know who Brenzies are. Fortunately, in Britain, we have national insurance. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme and Acqua di Parma Colonia Recenza are a good example of fresh Italian cologne. Evening, Nick. You wear Bellamy today, and now you're wearing Lanawee de L'Homme for the nostalgic vibes. Nothing better than a nostalgic vibe. Some range from baby's first animalic to actually animalic. The best of vintage are priced about the same as what you see in retail. The decision is obvious, says Truckler. I don't even want to think about the price of Les Exclusives in 5 years. Well, what you can do is you can add every year 10%, 5 times, so they'll be 50% more expensive than they are now. So if they're 400, they'll be at least 600. They'll probably be more than 600. I would say that they'll probably be closer to 700 or 800. I mean, literally within the next fucking 10 years, you'll see them at $1,000 a bottle, which is disgusting. It's utterly outrageous. I've been trying to soak up as many surge on discounters before the old packaging is gone. Just buy as many as you possibly can. Scattergun, shotgun approach. Killian Angel shirt to me smells like chocolate-filled witch cognac. Anyone seen anything discontinued for a good price lately? Thinking Jubilation 25, single malt, straight to heaven, extreme, discontinued, the house, Savood, Royal Crown, etc. I haven't tried Modern Douche. It's hard. Everybody's clicked on now that fragrances can fetch a fucking pretty penny. Like, I haven't tried Modern. I recall. I went to the Labo Lab. It gave the impression of downtrodden factory workers. I love Aqua de Palma Colonia Essenza. What's your opinion on it? Have you tried it? Yes, I've got a bottle and I really like it. Very powerful. Very powerful. For a clean fragrance, very potent. Brenzies, they are the manufacturer of Etanacept here. Oh, well, fair play. I'm glad they sorted you out. Hello, Duck Gang. Scent of the day is promised by Frederick Mall. Welcome, Adam. How are you, mate? It is nice to see you. I have the modern Bellamy, and it's lovely, but recently got the shaken on safe for good, and all is far superior to the modern full stop. Yeah. I think the modern's much more spicy than it is smoky and leathery, isn't it? They've achieved they've gone for that vibe. I mean, all the old fragrances, you can't make them anymore because you can't use those materials. So we're moving away from that time and space. We're living a new time, a new age. Fuck Chanel now in the USA is $500 a bottle, but of 200 ml, but the problem is I really like them, says Louis. Yeah. I never seem to tire of Fico di Amalfi. It's just perfect for summer. Yeah, I've got fragrances like that. Yeah, so Snow, €1,000 for Les Exclusive Air. Time to get the 1 litre of Coromandel. Buy now to avoid disappointment. I like the Modern Eau de Hermes too. Going to sample those towers I'm considering. Then debating on getting 2 Uzak. I will be doing some samples now I've finished the Darren Allens and sent them to DJ. I will be sampling some of the fragrances that DJ sent me, a big bag. There are some East Uzak. There we go. There are some East Uzak. There are some... Oh, fuck me. What have I done? There are some Massar. Is that Neur Noir? Or is that Peur Noir? Ooh. And then he sent me this as well, and I can't remember what this is. What was the resin you sent us, mate? He sent me this resin, look. Doesn't half look like crack. But does it smell like crack? To be fair, I've never smelled crack. Oh, it doesn't smell like crack. It smells sweet. Sweet, sweet crack. If the police came in right now and saw that, that would be getting fucking taken off us and sent to the the lab for testing. Yes, there are some interesting fragrances in this assorted bag of tricks. There's Les Nuits, Astia de Velarte, Peur Noir Tierra. There's Ambre Bleu. I think I've tried that one actually. It's a nice little sample, isn't it? Hold on, there you go. I always sniff crack to make sure it isn't crack. Ooh. What's the crack? La Couche de Diable is so good. Mirel Boca, how are you? Something it is. What is you? Oh, that was a big risk throwing them up there. The fact Chanel increased the prices of those exclusives from $25 increments to $50 is outrageous. It's because they're fucking greedy shits. Business idea. Start a retirement account platform that holds discontinued frags instead of stocks. I think so, probably. The tall bottles seem to be taking off, but I don't know for sure, if I'm honest. I've done that for a bunch of shit like art, etc., says Divine. I know La Couche du Diable is in a Belgian now, so I buy in 50ml if you can still find it, says Piroli. The new age of fragrance is just Ambroxan, vanilla, tonka bean, sweet smells, Arabic clones. Chanel are just taking the fucking piss at this stage. I'm sticking to vintage is actually cheaper for most fragrances. Yes. La Couche du Diable is so good, says Saint Reaper. Especially considering the price. Probably I have 100ml. Let me just pick up a bag up, so yes. Lenawee is Ropion's best since Portrait of a Lady, says Prodeep. 10% annual increase, 200ml as exclusives will be $800 in 5 years. Bah! Bah! Pooh! Where is Fliss? She's going to miss the bloody incense. She has a life, unfortunately, unlike me. She has children and things. And children are pretty big things. Any thoughts on the Leon from Chanel? Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Its favourite era of fragrances, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Oh, probably the 80s. I like the 90s and the 2000s, but probably the 80s. It's the one there called Immortal Beloved. Once you smell it, you'll like it. Should we do a live one? She has huge children. No, just children are a huge thing. Since that Oud parfum will be like $500 for 50ml, the 200 Chanels look cheap in a way. It's like an arms race for them to put their prices through the fucking roof. You know what I mean? Like a fucking arms race. Like who can have the most egregious fucking prices? You know, it'll collapse. It'll collapse at some point. It's fucking pure greed. Pure greed. Like the fucking fall of the Roman Empire. You know what I mean? Gucci. Oh, I'll tell you what, I haven't worn this year enough. It's Secret de Parfum. Oh, I prefer it more than the original, if I'm being honest. It's fucking sensational. Do you have Arami? If yes, can you describe the smile? Yes. And it is a oak moss leather aromatic bomb if you get the vintage one. I will not give Chanel another dime. No, I don't either. I'm not paying those people for their fucking shitty behaviour. Dior Riviera and Vanilla Diorama will be 500 soon. Shocking that they're still available, to be honest. Plan to get 1 or 2 bottles the next time I'm in Paris. I'm forced to be in Paris, says DJ. Do 1 spray of Immortel Beloved live. I shall. I'll do that when I get back because I am going to dehydrate, my friends. Please excuse me. I will be back. And we will do Immortal Beloved. And I might try it on skin. Although I might not, because the last time I tried something on skin live, I had to wash it off later that night. Because it's like fucking nearly 9 o'clock here. I was in pain. But I'll be back, friends. Don't worry. Ooh. back. I am back. Oh, it is hotter than a motherfucker up in here. Okay. Let me try and catch up with the chat. The shit motherfucking chat. Oops, I'm on the wrong page. Here we go. Rich Maximus, Emperor of the Anglo-Saxon. Anyone know if it dude, the vintage poison wearable? I mean, I think I'm getting a bottle. Ooh, maybe these days it is, yeah. Yeah, the brand overall has good stuff, even the non-Ropion stuff. Quite under the radar. Eau de Orange Vert is great. I have an older bottle and the oak moss in it is dosed perfectly. Just enough to pick it up. I think the vintage hypnotic poison is wonderful. Bathroom breaks just aren't the same without Boz. Fucking hell. Boz posted a very fucking self-pitying video today. It wasn't a great sight. Feeling very sorry for himself. He certainly likes to have a laugh and have banter when he's not the one having the piss taken out of him. It smells like when you pick a mandarin off a tree with some leaves and stem attached to it and there's moss on the ground, says Saint Rita. Bobby, do you have stronger with you oud? If yes, can you describe the smell? I've not tried that beyond. Dev might be your man, Bobby. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the story is. See, I've not popped my nose. You smelled it. In France, they didn't shower either, so poison after a night of debauchery is gonna blow your socks off. Yikes. Why do people like Demi Roller? Says Fi. Because they think that because she titillates them. I don't think she's got a bad nose. When she first started, she actually wasn't like... I thought there was a reviewer in there, and I think that there is still something there. I just think she has chosen a path which I do not necessarily agree with. But I do actually think she's got a decent nose. Like, I think she just says things for money, though. Now, that's the path that she's chosen. Where's Immortal Beloved? I'm going to have to take all these out, aren't I? Mansa Musa War Minuit Celeste. Mansa Vitius Ambre Bleu. Pohadka. Whoa. Lights and shadows. Artaban. That looks a dark, menacing juice. Ooh, what are you? Tea and tahi. Tea and horses. Aether Arts Parfum. That's a cute little sample, aren't you? Ooh, I think it's a screw top. Le Dieu Bleu. Naki. It's going to be the last one I pull out, isn't it? Tierra Amoral. Oh. Sacre de Printemps. Oh no. Massa. Fuck me. Immortal Beloved. At last. There was only like 3 left. That's a big bag of samples. Alright, I'm going to spray it on a stick. Where are my sticks? Let's do a live first impression. Ow! Where are my sticks? There they are. No, they're upside down. They're going to fall out the bag. Do not. Welcome, Sarudin. How are you? Someone who got like that. Let's just talk of Derby for sale in Paris boutiques again. Can anyone verify? parcel also, Bobby cannot. Where is it? At the beach. I'm out. If you're not walking the walk, then don't. Yep, don't talk the talk. Quite. Richmond's enemies are the French, according to Bjorn. Yeah, he just feels dead sorry for himself. Like, I mean, that video wasn't great. The one I saw today, the Boz one, it was like fucking sorted out. You know what I mean? Welcome, Ram. Lovely Ram, trusty Ram. Ooh. Sweet. Sweet. I've been loving this frankincense by Parfuma H I got recently. Got to look for more from the house. Tickles the pickles. I think real poison is a tough one. Welcome, Sarudine. Try Place Vendôme in Belgium. They sell most of the Girl on Paris exclusively. They even sent to the US. I will send you their link, says Sandra. Spraying away ducks. Chopin made loved that smell. But your fucking Chopin's been dead for a while. Ooh, Andre, welcome to you. Wearing Koros. Ram is here. I knew you liked music for a while, says DJ. So Ola just needs to make a duck fragrance. I wonder if he'll put my picture on the front. I'd prefer it if he didn't, to be honest. I don't think it would sell. I don't think it would sell bottles if he put a picture of me on the front. That is a sweet. It's a sweet little number, isn't it? Maybe something boozy. Is there some kind of incense in here? It's really nice, that, actually. Some kind of fruit. But like an outrageous fruit. Not your average fruit. Not like a fucking, you know, like a tangy fruit. Obviously, there's immortel in it because it's immortal. How are the mandarina duck fragrances? Nah. As much as I'd love to say, yes, buy duck. No, don't buy duck. What you try, Rich Mitch? It's called Immortal Beloved, sent to me by DJ. And it's a bit different. It's got this kind of boozy sweetness. I'd like to try this on skin. It's got this kind of booze, weird, fruity, sweet juice. Outrageous. Let's try the Lesnar Wee one then. It's a silent Pradeep. Oh, fuck me. I'm going to have to go back through all of them, aren't I? For God's sake. Pradeep, man. What you like. L'adieu bleu. Sacre de printemps. Amoral. I quite like the idea of that, amoral. Lesnar Wee. Ooh, there's not very much of that left. Good grief. To be fair, it was only fair that I actually picked out Lesnar Wee first this time after going through them all. Whoops. I've got the stick. Let's see what the stick has to say. Go on, spray. Oh, I got some honours there. I think DJ enjoyed this one because powdery, girly. I'm getting girliness. Fragrance Ninja. How are you, mate? It has been a while. I saw you posted a video, but shamefully I didn't comment on it. I hope you are well, mate. And it is lovely to see you. Thank you for commenting. Mike V is here as well. All the famous people are turning up. Got any grapes? Says the Silent Reaper. Hey, bum 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 ba-dum. That song is addictive. There's about 4. Been too long. It has been too long, mate. I hope everything is well. I hope your young baby is doing well. I hope you are doing well. Has one of your videos ever got demonetized? Let me let you into a little secret, my friend. None of my videos are monetized. This is not a monetized channel. Adverts are the bane of my life. And it would be kind of... I mean, don't get us wrong. I tried to monetize it a couple of times and I couldn't figure it out. And then I was like, oh, bollocks, I don't even want to... I was like, ugh. I don't want to do it anyway. Do you know what I mean? I was like, so screw it. If people want to donate, they can donate. If people don't want to donate, don't donate. It's fine. It's all calm. But adverts, good grief. It's intrusive. It's like they're trying to get us. Astia de Velarte. Powdery. I got a bit of violet in there as well. I got a little bit of the old... I got a little bit of the old Parma violet. You know? Okay, let's see what the write-up says. Actually, no, I'll smell it for a while. Floral. Rich Mitch need to get sponsored by NordVPN in Manscaped. I couldn't do it. I just feel so stupid reading off that script. I'm just terrible at that. You know what I mean? Oh.